All right, camera 1, check. Camera 2, check. Camera 3, check. Camera 4, check. Camera 5, check. Stats, check. Broadcast booth is in play, check. Microphone 1, check, check, check. Craig, are you there?
I'm here.
Craig's microphone looks good too. Let's have a good broadcast partner. Here we go. Good morning, hurling fans. Hailstone Hurling starts now. You are looking live out on the Michael J. Stotts Field where the players play, located in the Kiva Sports Complex in Middleton, Wisconsin. It is March 11th, 2023, and we have a cracker of a game for you today. I am Bill Jones, your broadcaster, alongside with me, my broadcast partner, Craig. How's it going, Craig?
It's going good. We're
Excellent.
up and running.
Excellent. Let's do a quick rundown of this of the rosters here. And for Hidden Cave Cidery, we got Danny Kay, Danny McAuliffe, Danny McCain, Isaac Heffernan, John Campbell. Liam Jones is out today. Stephen Campbell, Tim Murphy, and Zach Heffernan. And for the Aaron Weber group, I'll hand it over to my partner Craig to read who will be playing for them.
For Aaron Weber, we've got Andy Bean, who just said hello and kissed the glass with his hurl. We've got to be careful with that. Ask Brian Murphy.
Yeah.
Chris Dade, Dave Graff. Dave Graff has been a big factor early this year. Dave Grieve, I believe, is their captain, right? Yeah.
That's right, Captain Grieve.
Aaron Clapper, Ian Lamoli, John Crawford, Tamas Peterson, Will Jackson out with that foot, and then
I guess
I
do not think
Halverson?
Hunter. I think Hunter is out as well. So that's an old scoreboard that is incorrect.
All right, so skeleton crew for
Yep.
well, it looks kind of like a skeleton crew for both teams. I don't
Yep.
see much more
Looks
than
like
6 out there, so everybody's going to get some cardio today.
Yeah, Yellow's going to have quite a lot of play time. They're still waiting on John Campbell to get going. Yellow only has 5. Green only has 2, 4, 6 out on the field. Tough to get people out here on time. It's always astonishing to me. I'm here before anybody. By 6 o'clock, I'm still the only person here.
We need more people
crazy.
in their
Yeah.
50s who get up before the crack of dawn.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we got Brady refereeing a game. He always calls it tight. He's a big fan of, hey, look, I'm not in charge of the flow of the game. The players are. They can either play within the rules or they don't, and we don't have a good game. So I appreciate that style as well. Then we, of course, have in the scoreboard, is that Ian standing way over there?
I think that's Ryan Conahan, the club treasurer.
Ryan, there you go, club treasurer and white captain.
That's
Let's see if we can check in with him. Ryan, can you hear me?
He can.
Yep, we can hear you.
Welcome to the game. We'll check in with you, and you can always call us if you need an update on the scoreboard. All right, awesome. We got Ryan over there. The two-way radio is working. This is ESPN quality, Craig.
It is. It's maybe even better.
Yep.
And the teams are taking the field here, so it looks like we have enough bodies out there to
some
have a hurling match
big
this
guys
morning.
out there, actually. It looks
Yeah.
like we're going to be
the
quite an
benches are
intense
empty.
matchup. Yep.
So this is a bench clearing brawl here today.
If you want to ready with the scoreboard clock, although they're pretty close to on time if you want to do that. And this will be a throw-in. It will be Brady throwing in.
I'll hit that clock as soon as he blows his
Here
whistle.
you go. And we're off.
Is there something wrong with my thumb?
No, it's loading.
Oh, it's loading. Okay. All right, so here we go. I'll stop looking at the clock and I'll start calling the action here as Stephen Cobb is looking to sweep it out, but he's got to get a little lower with that hurl, and I think we're going to get a chop here. It sounded like a chop.
Well, Stephen Cobb missed not once, not twice, but thrice as the ball slowly rolled into the defensive area of yellow, and now that turned into what looked to be just kind of a minor difficulty striking the ball has turned into a potential scoring opportunity for green.
So this is Tamas taking the free, and it's on goal and knocked away by the wall of yellow defenders here. We have Dave Grieve,
the captain,
in his element in that goal box, trying to get it in there, but it's blocked away again by John Campbell. Fought for in the corner. Here's that's Zach Heffernan sweeping it across to Tim Murphy, who tries to, in kind, sweep it to a teammate, but again, another guy over the top of it, so that ground is a little low today. There's the distinctive swing of Dave Graff, that southpaw swing.
Nice run by Cobb here. Sends it down into the...
Here's Graff with the ball again. He gets it in his hand and knocks it, trying to find Dave Grieve, but it's picked off by the steady Stephen Cobb. And now fought for midfield by Chris Dade, who again has it taken away by Stephen Cobb.
Shoulder problem here with Heffernan already.
Uh-oh, we've got a
yeah, he popped his shoulder
injury out there.
Jeez Louise, that's not good.
Here is the ball down in the corner.
Yep.
And looking for the goal and getting it is, let's blow the whistle. That's not good.
No, not good
there.
at all. I may be leaving you here to play for yellow, man.
It might be.
Did you wear your shorts?
I didn't bring my gear. I had my gear out, and I
looks to me like they are hurting. They have no sub either. I got a yellow shirt. I'll go jump in. Good luck.
Bill Jones has a yellow shirt.
Yep, I'll see you.
Alrighty, it's all me.
See you around.
I'll grab that camera switcher. So apologies for the dead air here, as we have an injury situation where Zach Heffernan holding his shoulder, hopefully nothing too serious, but he's not going to be able to continue for the moment. And we have Bill Jones, who has left his position in the booth beside me, and he's going to go in and play for yellow. So we'll see how this shakes out as John Crawford pucks it all the way out to John Campbell. Campbell going to get it out to Danny Mack. Danny Mack fighting for it there, but it's taken away by Green again, and here's Dave Graff with a strike that shoots wide, and we are back to the puck out for Hidden Cave as Campbell has it taken away by Grieve, who scores. So Dave Grieve, like I said, his customary position in the goal box, just finding that ball and finding that goal, and we have a tie game. So 3 up, about 4 minutes in, and Campbell looking for McAuliffe, who can't come away with it, and now it's Dave Grieve again with the ball and the goal. So Dave Grieve warming up here early on. We have a 6-3 match in favor of Hidden Cave. So I forgot, I'm doing everything now. I gotta do the camera, so you could hear the commentary, but you couldn't see the camera. But now I've got that under control. So we're gonna fly solo here, unless someone else joins me in the booth. Here's Cobb with the sideline cut to John Campbell And now back into the goal box of green. Here's John Moriarty, I believe. That is, yes. John with the ball, looking to hand pass it, and finds Stephen Cobb, who called for it nicely, giving John some help there. And here is Dave Graff. Graff to midfield. A little bit of a foot entanglement there between Tim Murphy and Tamas Peterson. Tamas coming away with it and trying to sweep it on the ground toward the goal. But it's going to be picked up again by Stephen Cobb, blocked down by Tamas. Now Dave Grieve picking it up, look out, and looking for the goal, knocked away that time by John Campbell, who clears it to the corner. And Tamas looking for the tough angle shot and getting it. So Tamas Peterson not evening out the score. It's 9-6. So keeping it close are that Aaron Weber Group Green squad. And here we go. Here's Andy Bean picking off the puck out. Andy with the shot, and Andy with the point. So Andy Bean on the board, and it's 10 to 3 on the scoreboard, but I've got 10 to 3. That's what it is. So here we go. You want to do the cameras? So that's that corner. You're right there. And yeah, doing awesome. So Danny Krall joining me to run the cameras, which will make this broadcast a lot more smooth. Here's John Campbell. Looking for a shot. He's out of the goal now as Bill Jones has replaced him with Zach, unfortunately, coming off with that shoulder. Campbell in the goal box. John Crawford taking it away. Crawford making a little bit of run here out of the goal, and may have passed it to himself, but no call. And takes a shot on goal. It goes wide. Now it's loose. Cobb trying to clear it out, but here's Crawford again. So Crawford looking for some action after a quiet early going in the goal box, trying to get out there and get his heart rate up. Does so. Heading back to the goal box. Here's Danny Mack. Danny Mack with a beautiful shot there for the Hidden Cave Cidery with a point. And we have a 10-4 score. Knocked down there. Puck out knocked down by Danny Mack again. Danny Mack taking his point again. So Dan McAuliffe chipping away at that deficit for Hidden Cave. And, turnover to Moriarty, sent back in. And two dangerous shots there, but taken away and knocked away nicely by John Crawford and the green Aaron Weber Group back line. Moriarty trying with the shot, but it's altered and steered wide. Now down to the opposite corner, picked up by Dave Graff. Green Aaron Weber Group just looking to get the ball to safety here. There was quite a bit of traffic in front of their goal, and there's going to be some more as John Campbell picks it up and scores. So, yeah, let the ball linger in your goal box for too long, and that's going to be the outcome. And now we have a 10-8 match. Cobb looking to put it on goal. He does. It's knocked away by Crawford. Chris Dade trying to clear it out. A little collision along the sideline. We're going to get an over the back call. That's going to be a free in for Hidden Cave Cidery. John Campbell maybe a little shaken up on that contact, but appears to be okay. Good enough to take his free. Or not free, but it's going to be a sideline cut, I suppose. And that looked like a Stephen Cobb shot there, and it was for a point. And we're at a 10-9 match. Crawford going to puck it out, has it knocked down Knocked down by Dan McAuliffe, who's going to send it right back in for a point. And we're tied up. Here we are with the puck out, and Green trying to get their offensive legs back under them. Tamas Peterson working to set that up. Challenged by McAuliffe, and as the ball gets out to Cobb, whose clear out hits Tim Murphy in the back. But Cobb gets it again, gets a second chance, and now here's John Campbell. John Campbell all alone going to score. So good outlet pass there by everyone on Hidden Cave as the ball comes directly toward the broadcast booth. Good thing there's a net there, so we're not wearing helmets. As Greaves going to take the sideline cut and looks for Graff. Graff challenged by Dan McAuliffe, who gets it out of there back into friendly territory. We're going to get a whistle, and there's a call along the boards. It's going to be a free for Aaron Weber Group, which will be taken by Dave Graff. So Graff is going to look for the point, and he's got it. It's a nice free there by Mr. Graff. And it's 13-11. 13-11 Hidden Cave, so they've turned the tables here from a 10-3 deficit and turned it into a lead. Campbell again feeling it, and it bounces wide, but it's picked up by John Moriarty, who gets that point. And let's find John on here. Don't see him on here, so we will put that as an unknown. We'll fix that later. So that's what we do, or that's what Bill Jones does anyway. Fixes that scoreboard. And the puck out clips a rafter, which will send it the other way for a puck out. John Crawford, a little bit of a confusion as to whether that was a free or a puck out, but it's going to be a puck out. Graff, the seeing eye Slitter, comes right to him, to his feet, and he's controlling it, looking for that point again, but it sails wide, just a little bit wide to the left. And with 12 or so minutes left in the first half, it's 14-11 Hidden Cave. John Campbell having a great match, looking to add on to that lead. His kick sails wide. Moriarty also having a nice match, looking for a shot, and he's defended nicely by Andy Bean, who kind of bottled him up a little bit, took it away. Campbell again on his feet, on his hands and knees, but picks it up and gets free. Gets it to Cobb, whose shot sails wide, and we have it remains 14-11. Graff, as Dave Grieve making a run. Graff sees him nicely, but the pass sails a little bit over his stick. And now Bill Jones will try to get it to safety to Cobb. Cobb taking that point. Cobb this time wide to the left. And it remains 14-11 as John Crawford will puck it out. Crawford sending it to Dave Grieve. Skips again over Dave's stick into the goal box where Bill Jones picks it up. Bill harassed, and the ball's taken away by a duo of green jerseys, and now loose in dangerous territory. Tamas picking it up, goalkeeper getting reset, and now it bounces to the hand of Dan McAuliffe, who puts it on goal. Wow, that one got there fast, but it's controlled by Crawford. Pucks it out to Dave Graff. Andy Bean making a run, pass a little behind him, taken away by Moriarty. Looking for Cobb. Cobb looking for Campbell. Campbell with the ball. Campbell with a nice move, trying to get around Chris Dade. He does create some space for himself, takes that shot, and it handcuffs the goalkeeper, John Crawford. And John Campbell is on the board again, kind of leading the way for Hidden Cave. Puck out into the netting in the corner. We'll do it again the other way. Bill looking for Moriarty, intercepted by Andy Bean. Andy Bean making a run and making a shot and making a goal. That's Andy Bean. Great individual effort there. And he's on the board for the first time. And it's 17-14. Hidden Cave lead now. Campbell looking for that kick. Crawford stopped it, but then lost sight of it. Helped out by Chris Dade. Dade looking to get it into the goal, but it's a tricky ball that's steered to the corner by Bill Jones. Now Grieve making his run across the box, but it's taken away by the yellow back line. And it's back out to Campbell, who challenges John Crawford again. Crawford up for it, knocks it down, gets it out to the corner. Here is Dan McAuliffe with the hard shot and point. And Danny Mack with his 4th point of the match. And we're going back the other direction with Tamas. But it's knocked away again and knocked out to midfield. And we have a whistle, I believe. I think there's probably a little bit of a hook there, maybe. Yeah.
I would say so.
Not a hook and hold. Not like no stupid college basketball rules. Nobody going to the monitor. Just going to do it free. We're going to do it the easy way. Moriarty with a nice pick and free. It's a little wide, but it rebounds out to Campbell, who's challenged nicely by Dade, preventing another score there. And Crawford's puck out all the way into the goal box. Knocked away by Bill Jones. Another big crowd. I think, Dave Grieve, with his movement in the box, just creates crowds. And when you create crowds, you create trouble. Here's Andy Bean with a big drive that's knocked down by, I think Stephen Cobb got a stick on that. Sent it over to the near corner here. As Graff pulls away, and Bill Jones with another save. And here's Grieve with that, like I said, that run across the goal box, and it just creates so much traffic and chaos. Here's Tamas. Tamas picking it up. Tamas trying to get loose. Shoots it wide. It's still live, and it finds its way into the goal. Not sure who's going to get that one. I think I'm going to give it to Tamas. Maybe the replay will show something different later, but I'm going to put the tree on the board. Here's Moriarty with the shot. Moriarty with the rebound shot, and John Crawford up to the task on both of those. Now clearing it out. Nice velocity on that clear out, causing a little bit of lack of control in the back line, but picked up finally and controlled by Danny Mack, who gets it out back to Crawford. Crawford has it knocked down by Campbell. Here is Stephen Cobb. We've lost our guy Dan Krall, Dan Krall also works here at the facility, so he had to get a Band-Aid for one of the guys out there. So Danny will be back. Until then, I got to fly solo. I don't like it, but I'll do it, as that shot goes wide as well, I believe. Or maybe they counted it. Did they count it? They did count. Well, they counted a point that I don't have on the scoreboard here. Here's Bean making his run. Bean, nice hands by Dave Graff, who tries to put one over the top for a point, but it's saved and knocked down into the rafters for a free. So 19-17 here. And ball's Grieve all by himself down there. Was there a whistle? There was not a whistle. It seemed like everyone on the Hidden Cave yellow stopped. But Zach is back. So we'll see how this goes for that shoulder. And as it stands right now, Dave Grieve got that goal. Put Aaron Weber Group back in the lead. There's a little bit of a lull on the back line and in the backs for Hidden Cave, but play was going, play was live, and that one scored. That was a big shot by John Moriarty. Did that go in? I believe it did go in. So nice drive by Moriarty, and that's his second, I believe his second goal of the match. I don't know why it didn't go onto the scoreboard, but we'll work on that. There it is. Here is Campbell. Campbell guarded by Tamas Peterson. John Campbell with a shot, but it's knocked down in the backs. Nice knockdown there by Chris Dade. Chris Dade working hard in the backs and getting it out of here. So here we go. It's Bill Jones has returned. Welcome back. Good. Bill Jones getting himself about 12 minutes of 12 minutes of action there.
Hey there, Craig. How'd I look?
You did well. I missed a goal there because we're shuffling around.
Yep, good
clear
clear here by Cobb.
Here's John Moriarty having a nice match.
Actually, I think that might be Dan Mack.
Dan Mack is right.
I'm Dan McCarthy.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Let me see here. Yes, that is Dan McCarthy.
Okay. They're built the same.
Did you do it again,
Kinda
Craig?
Built the same.
You did it again.
Yeah, we got to have names
At least
on the
he's
jersey.
not Chris Lane.
We got to get names on the jersey. We got to get names on the jerseys next year.
Great job by Bean. Bean collects it now in midfield.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you doing, Danny K?
Not too bad.
Good. Thanks for helping out with the scoreboard or the switch here.
He's doing a great job.
Oh, great shot by Tree is awarded 1 point. 1 point to Tree.
Yep, it went over. It did. So Tree having a nice match.
I can give you a field level take on the game.
Go for it. Tell me what
All
you
right.
saw out
What
there.
we have is really sturdy play by the backs in yellow, particularly when they were a man down and able to just keep him in it. Zach's shoulders, he says, it happens all the time. That one, I think everyone would agree, did not appear nearly as serious as the one he suffered 2 weeks ago. That's a great shot by Mac, Danny McAuliffe. And so we'll see if he can keep swinging. If he does go out again, I'll put that helmet back on. Yep, I got my rec specs on and everything.
It's nothing like warming up and warming back down and warming back up, but that's the life of a sub if you are one.
Yep, at our age it's even harder, but if you want to play, you got to do it that way.
Here's Cobb, guarded nicely by Tamas, who, that one's deflected, and I thought maybe it would go in or over, but it doesn't. It falls harmlessly
in these close games,
ground.
People will not concede even a point if they can, even if they're in the goal box. They got to preciously guard the goal box.
Being challenged by 2, but still manages to find Dave Graff, who does a nice job finding Chris Dade. Now Chris trying to pick that ball up that's moving away from you really hard on this turf, but he controls it, gets it to Grieve. Grieve going to take his shot and score.
Oh, great goal by Dave Grieve. He's playing very hard out there, really coming after. As you can see, the benches are virtually empty. I see Ian Lamoli available for green, but otherwise it's all men on deck.
All hands.
All hands, there you go.
That's right.
Speaking of that, I don't know where the rest
Here's Dan McAuliffe.
Oh!
Dan McAuliffe with the goal, not Chris Lane. Dan McAuliffe.
Pure precision on that shot. He took it a little bit off just to make sure it was right on target, and it sure was. 28-24 with 1 minute to go in the first half. Craig, seen an exciting game.
Yeah, it's been tight. It's been fun. It's been tight. Very good. Even
look who's here.
Well-drafted teams.
Oh,
look at that.
This is what Zach got back into the game to play, and there's a score.
Causes just enough trouble to get Dan
McCarthy. Kick in goal.
Yes, right.
Great puck out here now over to got John Campbell. He goes down to one knee to collect it, and he's off to the races.
At halftime, I'll fix those goals and give them to Dan McCarthy, rightfully so. Here's Zach. Nothing wrong with his legs. It's that shoulder. We'll see how that goes. He runs across, and we get a little bit of a chop down.
Brady calling a great game here, really controlling the action. Had a few oddities come up, a shortage of men for a moment, a new sub, and he rotated him in nicely, and now a great call on a chop, and
He's managing the game.
it'll be
free.
Graff
Yep.
with the free. Oh, he clears the Raptors, puts
Puts
it
it like directly in
Yeah.
front of and into the box where
Yep.
Dave Grieve knocks it in.
Graff has been a solid player all year.
That was just a great drop in.
In both leagues. He could be the dual league man of the year if I had a vote.
There you go.
Just impressive showing up every.
the
That's
Pam.
half.
Yes, that's it.
Just like that, halftime.
Yeah.
Somehow, Yellow, despite starting down a man, despite starting with just enough players to go and then going down a man for several minutes, have managed to keep a slim lead, 4 points, 31-27. I'm going to go get my gear out of that goal box. I'll be right back.
Awesome. All right, so let's take a look at. Well, let's fix. Here comes the walkie-talkie. We got our scorekeeper on the other line, so let's get him on the mic. Hey, what's up there, Ryan? Come again.
Is the score correct?
The score matches what I show here, so yep, we're on the same page.
Perfect, thank you.
You bet. All right, so scoreboard and broadcast booth are in agreement on the score. 31-27 at the half. I am going to give Dan McCarthy. We'll fix that later. It's Bill Jones' production, and he goes through the broadcast, and we'll fix the goals. And I don't want to bog us down here by messing with the scoreboard. We could be talking about a great first half. I mean, it's a 4-point match. Yeah. Looking at the scoring here, Bill Jones joining us back in the booth. Had to get his gear out of the goal box. So leading the way is Dan, the Danny Max, the Dan McAuliffe with his 1-4 score line, and then Dan McCarthy, who actually
it's actually
has
John
two more.
John Campbell who's leading the way. Nine
John
points.
Campbell. I got to look down a little bit.
Actually, who's unknown? We'll have to
Unknown.
sort that out in post.
Two of those were Dan McCarthy. At least two of them were Dan McCarthy.
Okay.
2 of the goals, and then there's a couple unknown points.
Okay, you want to get that fixed up?
Mess around with.
Take those off, unknown, and on Dan.
Yeah, I'll take those off.
Wonderful.
And you want to give us a little
Give the man the
action
right
while I do that?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we've got an unfortunate, bit unfortunate reality of our developmental league. People, the rosters have run short. Despite drafting 9 in each team, I think they routinely are just down to only 1 sub or sometimes none. It's a recreational league, and so people treat it as such, and you never know what pulls them away. But the people that do show, man, you see a heck of a game. These are hardcore warriors ready to play hurling. And then you got all the volunteers that are willing to come to help out. Brady, you got Ryan over there, Craig, and Danny Kay, although I think he's on the clock over here at Kiva, are you? Not today, you just stopped by?
What a few of the last recent weeks tell us in this league is that those of us in the score booth, at the scoreboard, work in the sidelines should bring our gear, because you never know when you might have to run in.
I wore a yellow shirt because I got a hint of the roster situation. My son Liam has a leg injury and he couldn't come, and I started doing the math and thought, yellow may need some help.
Yeah, I'm injured out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Out for the summer.
Oh man, what happened to you?
I have a partial tear in my patella tendon.
Ouch, that's painful.
So Danny Kay is out as well. Yeah.
So
injuries.
the injuries, they're part of the game, unfortunately. You're lucky to get through a season of this. There's a lot of contact, a lot of movement out there, a lot of ways that you can get hurt. It's kind of like playing in the street, but not that dangerous.
They can strike it on the ground, yeah.
On a free?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Good question. All right.
Remember when they would do on Monday Night Football? They would do "You Make the Call."
Yes.
On Monday Night Baseball.
Yes.
Where you have a scenario.
Or they do or during This Week in Baseball.
Yep.
You take your Twib notes. There's also an awesome commercial called for Intellivision. Do you remember Intellivision? Intellivision was also a "You Make the Call," and then they'd introduce their baseball game, but first they'd have a little umpire call. We should do that. We should do something like that for a trivia night or something. All right, what happened? And then just use various video footage from our indoor.
Yeah,
all right, what's the
exactly.
call?
What's
All right,
the call?
ready
You
to
make the
clock.
call.
Here we go. Throw in.
Here we go. Here's Danny Mack getting the half started by picking up the ball, winning it, and trying to bounce pass over to John Campbell. Bounce pass.
Nice job by Bean to control it, but
And
he
it's
can't.
knocked
And
away.
Bean. That's theft right there.
That
Bean
is.
stepping in front and forcing the
Andy
turnover.
Bean, regular, like the Clyde to Bonnie and Clyde out there.
Yep.
Here's Danny Mack.
Yeah, Dan
John
does
Campbell
well.
calling for it, helping him out.
Mm-hmm.
Campbell
He
looking
looks
for
up.
that. He had some time, so why not look for the point?
I
think
believe
it
that was wide.
Yeah,
Wide
not
ball.
not by much, but by just
Yep.
enough.
That could be a smart strategy for yellow. Don't run down up and down the field. Point. If you get it,
Yep.
point it.
Without a sub, your
Period. Yep.
points.
At least
Every
the first
point
10
gives
minutes.
you every
Yep.
point gives you a little bit of active recovery where you can kind of reset.
Ooh,
And
boy, we got a
there's
mismatch
Grieve.
here.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
And a
Grieve
score.
racing best past Tim Murphy for a goal. The captain puts his team within 1 point now, 30-31.
Whoops. What's
And we'll
this?
see if Cobb's got a puck out for the ages here. Great ball, but Zach can't quite get at it. He's looking to challenge. A whistle? No, that's from the other court.
Who got that last point? Oh, that was Grieve
Yep.
with the goal. right?
Ooh, look at this. What happened there? Oh, he's
All right. So
good
here's
flick over. That's McCarthy.
McCarthy. And McCarthy looking for that swing. It's knocked down and stopped by John Crawford. Crawford carrying it out to the corner, finding Dave Grieve, which is
Through the 5-hole,
it
it
gets
looked
away.
like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Found its way through the 5-hole.
Look at that flick by Zach.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Here's Zach running it down and finding Campbell. Campbell, who
Oh!
wow, that
Wide
was
though.
just wow, that was quite the shot. But
As Bean's there to collect it, instead he decides get rid of it, get it out of the danger zone, kick over to
sideboard came up.
McCarthy.
Sideboard came up big there. with a
McAuliffe
kick
into
save.
the red zone now. He heads towards the goal box. He's going to put it down low, and it's wide over to
That's
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Yep.
He's
They're
active today.
Both having trouble with that name.
No.
Here's a tussle in the corner.
It's going to be Zach. Keep that shoulder away from the board, bro.
Heard a whistle, but it may have been on the other
Yeah.
field. Here's Tamas.
Nice flick by
Tamas.
Graff to Tamas.
Yeah, Tamas had time,
But he's having trouble getting it
off
to
the
his
pad.
hand. Instead, it's Zach who will challenge.
Look at Zach
kicks
trying to
it. Yep.
look at Zach like
Trying to
just
muscle his way in there.
muscling that much bigger body
Uh-oh.
off of him.
Up.
Yeah, we
Tree
got a
gets a
little-
nice kick, though. Ooh, to a wide open Grieve. It's
Oh,
trouble
this is
now.
trouble.
You don't like
Yeah.
that. Yep. I love how Grieve knows he's got all the time in the world and doesn't feel like he has to kill the ball.
What Grieve has taught me playing full forward is just he's always moving. You know,
Yeah.
like and
He's a fit
he
son
gets
of a
the
gun,
ball.
that's for sure.
He gets the ball, he moves.
Yep.
You know, and when you move, you make
Yep.
the defenders move.
Yep.
Sometimes they move the wrong way.
So you know where the goal is. You don't have to stop and look up until you're. Oh, look at that
was
pass.
a great pass.
Oh, okay. Here comes Green storing back.
And
The
if we
members of
counted,
the Aaron Weber Realty Group have to be very satisfied with the
if we
second
counted
half
assists,
effort.
that would be the assist of
Oh.
the game.
Oh yeah, we may have to put a
Beauty.
highlight together.
It was a beauty.
And it was
Beauty of a
caught.
pass.
It was caught perfectly by our cameraman Danny Kay.
Yeah. Just great execution there by Aaron Weber Group as they extend to a 5-point lead.
Yeah.
And now it's up to Hidden Cave to
Yep.
try to get some offense going and
Yep.
keep it close. Which it's not like it's not close, but it's
Yeah.
you know, they're on a run right now.
Yep. I'd
Weber
say.
is. Here's a great move.
Oh!
Danny, was that Danny? Man?
Yep.
Trying to
bounced it off the turf, thinking it would go straight up into the goal. Instead, it goes over the
goes
bar.
up for a point, but he'll
Yeah.
take it.
Boy, Crawford, another nice puck out here. Ball in off the boards,
Oh,
followed by Grieve. He
Dave
swings
Grieve.
and misses.
This time
Gets a little hip
couldn't get a
there.
stick on it.
The hips collide and one goes down. It's a great job by Graff, who's fighting for it hard up against the board. Oh, look at that. Zach's still back to
Zach
help.
Just picking his
Stop.
pocket.
Yep, he wants to send it.
He sends it in.
Boy, he's got great awareness. Sends it into that corner. Great. Speaking of great awareness, Crawford nicely comes off his line. Ball coming into a space. It's going to be Zach who again flicks it over, makes the right move, and flicks it over to an open T-Money. Tim Murphy drops it by the box, and it's now Tree who's got it. He's going to rush
hands.
in.
That ball kind of came up
Yep.
on his chin, and he controlled it, but it's taken away by Cobb. Here's Danny Mack. Danny Mack giving himself some space. Wow, what a great
Picture
goal
perfect. Really precise. And we got a lead change, Craig. It's now
We
yellow, 38-36. Or is it 35?
It's,
I'm sorry. Still down by 1.
35,
Yep.
point game.
Great collection by
But they've closed the gap.
Campbell sends it into Mack. Mack gives him a flick, says overlap.
Mack again. Mack with the score.
And now he'll
That'll
tie it up. Okay. It's a heck of a game here, Craig.
It is.
Let's check with the stats real quick while Danny keeps us following the action.
Here's Zach.
Boy, who's coming
Zach
on this side?
finding. There's McCarthy. Dan McCarthy with
Oh,
his fourth
wow.
goal of the match.
Nicely done.
That was a great pass
If
again
you're looking-
by Zach
Yep.
to McCarthy, and now the lead has changed.
Yes.
It is a
Yellow now
39.
pushing back. John Campbell in goal. Great open ball to Zach. Does well to get, but there's no pressure. Nobody's going to catch him. It's got to come from the front.
Great
The
little
pressure
flick
is
pass there to McCullough.
Oh! And to add insult to injury, it has to go off his shin. You know, as a
Yeah.
goalie like that, you're like, just put it in the goal. I can't stop this.
It's like you're.
Oh, McCarthy! Knocked down nicely by Dade, who's had a nice game. At least it looked that way from where I was watching out on the pitch. Kick by Cobb into the corner. Dan McCarthy gives chase. He's held up nicely by Dade, who's been playing real well.
Cobb
Shot
with the
by
point.
Cobb,
Yep.
and he's trying to make his team pull away as they are now up by 7. That's how quick things can change in indoor, right, Craig?
Yeah, big time. We were just talking about Hidden Cave trying to keep it close, and now they're in the lead. Wow, look at that move by
And he
Zach.
knows enough to bounce it off the turf. And
And like, what a pass!
oh,
Great
my
pass
God,
and finding
what
Danny
a run
Mack.
and what a shot! What a I mean, don't look past that great finish by McAuliffe.
Yes, he knocked
That's
it
not
in.
easy.
That was a great action there. Kind of quarterbacked by Zach Heffernan, and
Yep.
finding Danny Mack at the right spot to finish it. And I think we're going to get a green timeout.
Wise decision by Captain Grieve. Basically, Green disappeared for about 5 minutes, and it just,
And
they
then
came
tables
out
turned.
strong.
I mean, it was
They were-
35-30, and now we have a
They let
16-1 run.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's not good. That is not good. Let's get a shot of who's all in the booth today.
Yep.
With
So,
me is there Danny K. I don't want to move this too much. And then our man, Craig.
Here I
That's
am.
right. And I'm still wearing my right specs because I just stepped off the field. So, I forgot I had those on.
It's like the wild thing from Major League.
Yeah,
those-
that's right.
yeah.
Walking in from center field.
That's right.
It changed everything. That, he had overlooked it his whole life. That all I need is glasses to
Yep.
be able to throw 100
Somebody
mile an hour
just get that
speed
kid some
fastball.
glasses, man.
And now Green comes out trotting. They look like they've got a message to deliver, and they are really. I like the way they took the field. They seemed very pumped up. It was probably a good speech. That's a great puck out to Crawford, but nobody's there.
Nobody home.
It was a nice angle, I should say. Cobb sends it into it. Oh, look at the lane he finds. Wow, nicely done, Steven. It's
Good
gonna be
hustle
McCall
by
trying
Chris
to get it, and he
Dade.
puts his foot down to stop it. Dade probably could have gone to his
Oh, Danny Mack.
Oh my God! When you come out of an opponent's timeout like that and stick it right back in their face, that can't feel good. Oh!
And the lead
Green
expands.
tries
Wow.
to get it off the board. Cobb does a kind of a fadeaway shot. Beautiful.
Here's Danny Mack
Yep.
again. Here's
McAuliffe to Zach.
the Zach Mack.
Zach,
The Zach
oh, this
and
is an
Mack
interesting
attack.
matchup, speed versus speed, and Zach doesn't want any of that. Instead, he plays it way back to Cobb. This could be trouble because Grieve is looking to hook, but nope. Grieve understands, conserve your energy, and get
Oh,
ready
and
for the
Cobb
next one.
with the-
Oh, trouble by
Cobb
Crawford, and
with
it
the-
dribbles in, yeah.
Cobb must have put a little.
Yeah.
put
Oh,
a
look
little
at Cobb back
spin
playing
on that or
D,
something.
but it's Grieve who probably will come up with this. I don't know, though. A lot of pressure. Look at here's speed versus speed right there. Bean gets the best of Zach this time around.
There's
but
some
it goes
good wheels
low.
out there.
Yep. Ball over to McAuliffe, who can't quite collect it. It was too short of a distance to react, and it goes into the board. Crawford does well to come off his line. He tries to put it low.
It's kind of the weak side.
Dade
clear,
running
but
down the
he's-
boards now. He's looking for Bean, or he's got Bean, but he's looking to send it down the boards maybe to Graff. Boy, he's covered nicely by Danny Mack. I got much respect for this play today
Wow.
by Danny. He's playing defense on the offensive end of the field, and boy, that really creates a lot of scoring opportunities.
And it does. It
Is
does.
Cobb now who's going to send it up and over?
And that's a point for Cobb.
Yep.
No, Danny Mac
Yep.
just showing that he's a complete player. You
Yeah.
know, like
Oh.
you know, when you're defending like that in the offensive zone,
Yeah.
it's just an awareness that
Yep.
you know, like we can all watch that and like you're playing every position at every time, just depending on who has the ball.
Showing a great deal of fitness, too, with no subs. It's not as if he just came off the bench and has 3 solid minutes in him. He's been playing.
And he's still hustling.
Yep. He's played almost 25 minutes already. No, more than 25.
Here's Zach.
35 minutes.
Zach putting
wants
on a
to
solo
send it.
show.
He's knocked down. But Dan McCall, boy, they're working great as a team up there. The pressure is
I
really
call it the Zach
constant.
and Mac attack.
Yes, I love it. But the pressure is intense by Yellow. They are not letting up. Yep. Nope. Ball's flicked over to Tree. A lot of kicking along this AstroTurf. It'll go a long way.
Now Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Campbell, who got his.
Yep. There's
got
numbers
his-
here for Yellow if they can get it to Zach or Dan.
Campbell
Nope.
made his mark on the scoreboard while he was out on the field during the injury time for Zach. But he's also having a great game in goal. We can't overlook that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That was an amazing switch. They lost his power.
Oh, look at that shot. Tough angle. Like almost
Danny
180 degrees by Danny Mac.
It
And
is now
goalkeeper. That's a tough one to handle when that
50,
happens.
59, 50, 36. But
Now
I think
the other Mac.
Ryan may have missed that. Oh, no, he got it, I think. And now is that a point? Yep.
Point for
We're
Dan
quite
McCarthy.
certain that goal went in, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, I think you need 3 more for Yellow. You missed a goal with Crawford. I mean, against Crawford. That was, there you got it.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay,
that
now
was
we got 60 to 36. That's the first success story of those two-way radios I've been dragging every week.
And
Dead
that
batteries.
That 16-1 run is now
They have only scored 1 point this half.
30-1. It's been a 30-1 run.
Green with 1 point this half. Good Lord.
There's
What a shot
with the
by Zach.
ball.
He's back. The rubber band that he pulled out of the
Believe it or
lost
not,
and found and strapped around his shoulder, it looks to be working.
believe it or not, and this proves to everyone that hard work doesn't have to show up on the scoreboard. But that's John Campbell.
with a goal.
Hard work doesn't have to
Yep.
show up on the scoreboard. That goal by Zach was his first points of the game. But we've been calling his name a lot.
That
and
is
he's
pretty
creating
impressive.
a lot.
Yep.
And he's helped Danny
yep,
McAuliffe
Yep.
a lot. And
Crawford being pulled. He has had, as they say, one of those days.
he's seen enough.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, he could go grab a rest and put Ian out here, but Grieve is going to play goalie a little bit, try and
Is
work
Ian
the puck
injured?
outs into.
Is Ian
I'm
having
guessing
injury?
Grieve told Tree and Graff, look, I'm going to be goalie, and I'm going to put the balls into you guys and make it happen.
Yep. So
The-
a 30-point spread here.
Yep. No, I think it's
what was
in indoor to criticize goalies. Now, some soft goals, admittedly, but boy, it's hard even to pick the ball up off the.
He was facing a
Yeah.
pretty good attack by some
Yeah.
pretty quick players
Yep.
with accurate.
Yep. Judge
Yeah.
him by his puck outs, and I thought they were okay today. They
Like
weren't
eventually
bad.
you just see
And
enough
maybe he'll
and
be
you gotta
back.
get out of there.
Yeah, it could be Grieve just needed a rest.
Could be too. Yep.
66-36 with 13 minutes to go. We don't have everybody tuning in.
And a goal by Dan
Yep.
McCarthy.
Yep. Ball up against the boards
so
here.
many good new players out here
Yeah.
this year.
Oh, he's got.
McCarthy. Zach.
You know, it's great. Campbell doesn't discriminate as to who he'll hand pass to inside his own goal box. This time it was Murphy. Ball dribbles out of the ball. Mark.
And Murphy.
Yellow's got to feel
Zach
pretty
getting
good
it
about
back
themselves, having dealt with the adversity at one point. They really are the dominant developmental league team. I don't know how they got their first loss. It was against this team, wasn't it?
I
Green?
believe it was. Yeah.
You know,
Danny
save
save!
with the field stick.
But
Another
Danny
save by
still coming
Grieve.
at him.
Now
Still
making it
coming
look
at him.
easy is our man Dave Grieve.
That's
Cobb
right.
says, "We'll see about that." He puts in.
Once
Boy,
you get that first,
they are finding that first open man. It's crazy and lightning quick. Look
great,
at that.
Great hands, great stick
Wow.
work, and
Zach, you've come along.
sending it in. I think that went up to the netting, so it's going
Yep.
to be a 65.
65.
Or 65 to scale.
Yes, scale it down a bit, but
12 minutes left.
Yep,
33.
love it.
It's been a 39-1 run.
Yeah, it's been an amazing team effort. I think Danny Mac has probably really been the shining star out there for
Yeah, I mean Danny Mac with the
for every minute, for all the minutes. There's been amazing spikes with some great play. I tell you, Captain Stephen Cobb has really put his team in a good position. I think he's got everyone where they need to be. A short puck out Could be close. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Nobody likes that.
Kinda
Not
like
with the man
going
of
with that other shoulder
Yep.
into the board.
Yep.
All right, there you go. Good look there by. Good call for the ball by Cobb.
Yep.
Putting name on it.
Yep. Oh my gosh!
It's like
Great
he just-
overlap. The awareness by the new
Here
player
comes
is
Campbell.
incredible. Incredible. I love it.
I like it too.
Yep.
So much
Bingo.
good work by our rookies today.
Yep.
You know, that's why
Ball.
we have this development league.
Yep.
It's working.
Yes.
It's making sense.
Just need
Here's-
people to show up.
Yep.
And
Show up and you
the guys that have
might-
shown, guys like
There's,
Dan McCarthy,
Tamas.
have come on. Great goal by Dan. It really is a matter of inches, and the game would be far different. You know, guys still working on their skills. Great step by Gravy, ate that one up. He knew the better thing is leave the goal wide open and just try and get it before McAuliffe, because it's over if he gets to it. So here comes Ian Lamoli.
Ian Lamoli's back out there,
Yep,
so
yep.
we were wondering if he was
Yep.
hurt, but he's
Yep.
now
Yep.
on the pitch.
Yep, we
And
have the parade tomorrow. That announcement brought to you by Ian Lamoli. Oh,
Hey!
great goal by
Dan
McAuliffe.
McAuliffe again.
Again, Danny Mac.
I think we know who our man of the match
Yeah.
is going to be.
Yeah,
I think Green's getting tired. They just don't have the
it's crazy. They have the
Yeah.
sub, right? But it's just not.
I think,
It's the lifts that. Now look at that first time. You know what I'm saying? Then
yeah.
that's all it
Another-
takes is if the difference. The big. But Tree did
fatigue.
not let up, and he actually causes a takeaway. It's going to be Ian.
Ian, come on, Ian,
come on,
pick it
Ian.
up.
Great pressure by Zach. He gets it
pressure, yep.
away, but it's going to be.
And now Graff.
Oh!
And it gets Green off the schneid.
Into the 40s, right? Oh, no, 39.
Yeah.
Good Lord, 39-75.
Where did this all come from? What a dominant half.
I think it came from McAuliffe and
Heffernan.
ooh, Tree just kind of puts his head down and says that is less fun than
Cobb's gonna
not getting
take the
hit.
point.
Great point.
And if you're yellow,
I think this was an issue of quickness and getting to the hand first time.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch this game, yellow, quick
Very
to get
crisp.
it to their hand
Yeah.
and quickly getting that shot up, just like what we saw with Cobb with that point just now. Yellow needs to work on their lifting if they're going to finish the championship game. And boy, they've got a road to accomplish. Oh boy, just
Danny Mac with the
mental
point.
errors too. Or that's an unfortunate pass that was intercepted, and so no attack. Now here we go, Graff with a chance to redeem himself, puts it into the corner. It's Campbell. He'll hand pass it to. Look at the open man.
Cobb
Green.
just kind of hanging out in midfield.
Yep. Ball
Sending it
into
in.
Graff. He knows not to take any chances with that and just bats it away, then chases it down. But his hand pass goes into an open field.
Comes
Okay,
back to
here
yellow.
comes the man
Good
in the
hook
yellow, the
there
white
by
hat.
Andy Bean,
Yep.
but it comes back to Danny Mac and
Yep.
he puts it over.
And I
So
wonder
I think,
if Yellow is thinking just point.
I think you are right on with that.
There's an unwritten rule. Breaking the scoreboard is just really something you want to avoid. I mean, you don't give the ball to anybody, but if you can go for, take your foot off somebody's neck when you're up 50 points and
Might
you're
as
in
well.
danger of getting to 100. I don't think anyone has ever hit 100, even in the Ross days.
Yeah.
Ross the boss.
Ross the boss.
They pulled him and had him
maybe
sit for a while.
Maybe if you had a Ross and Donal on the same team at some point in indoor, you'd have seen that.
Who would that be? Would that be Kobe and Michael Jordan on the same team?
What it would really indicate is some captains really drafted poorly if
Yes.
you let Ross and Donal on the
if you
same team.
Yes, that's right. If someone else went 1 and 2, and then the third guy was able to get these guys 3-4
Yeah.
on the snake draft or something. Great pass by Campbell, but he's another unsung hero, John Campbell, because of his play during that break where Zach had to come off. Campbell lit it up, and then he goes back to goal. He plays everywhere. But we'll have to take a look at the scoring if it's Danny Mac with, the lion's share, which I think he is. I don't know how we could look past him for man of the match, wouldn't you think, Craig?
I think you're probably right. Here's
I mean,
Cobb
if you
taking
could-
that point.
God,
and
this
putting it over.
captain of this team, though, he has been spot on, almost flawless in the way he's playing.
Well, he just
and
leads.
running
With,
it. Yeah.
he leads. He plays so calmly.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no
Yep.
panic, and
Yeah.
his team is taking on that personality for sure.
Yep.
You know, they're
Had
just
the-
executing.
Had the pleasure of playing back there with him. He's a perennial fullback, halfback, and so all the years I've been playing goalie, been able to watch that cool, calm, collected Stephen Cobb. Biggest thing I think of him, the way he plays, is his communication. He's an incredible, and you know, that sometimes gets lost in the translation. People think just hard-fought playing is all you need, but the communication is another skill that can't be understated. Back to the action, Craig.
Back to the action, and then we'll next little break in the action. We'll talk about the big weekend for the club here. But here's
Good idea.
Danny Mack with another
All right.
point.
So we
And-
got a parade tomorrow, huh?
We got a parade tomorrow. 1:30, Capitol Square. Be out there.
Oh,
Be out
Cobb
there,
is
Cobb,
just
with the
picking
another point.
away.
We'll be out there with the jerseys and the candy. Probably pucking around a little bit. Maybe
Yep.
kicking some footballs around, football folks.
Yep.
And just entertaining the crowd a little bit around the square for an hour.
Yep.
And then some pints at Danny's afterwards.
Sounds
So
like a blast.
That's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
And
In other news, we're headed to Paul's neighborhood. I understand we have a special guest joining us for breakfast today.
we do. That guest is from our former
Darcy
sponsor, the erstwhile Club Tavern, which sponsored this league for about the first 8 years, and has unfortunately didn't make it through the pandemic, as Dave Grieve makes a nice stop there.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that didn't make it through the pandemic. Paul's neighborhood has taken up that
the torch.
torch for Saturday morning sponsorship, tolerating our shenanigans for 2 years now.
Yep.
But Darcy, who was our hostess and bartender for all those years at Club Tavern, will be joining us.
That's
at Paul's.
I'm
So
looking forward to
we're all
saying
very
hello to
excited
her.
about
Yes.
So yeah, you can tell that the spring is coming because there's a lot going on for the club.
Right on.
We got the International Festival in a couple weeks. I think that's April 1st.
April 1. Yep.
Possibly a trip to Nashville for a traveling crew.
We
that
might
same
throw
day.
throw a group together to go play a sevens tournament down there. Get outside. Get outside.
That's
We've been
right.
cooped up too long, Craig.
We have.
Yep.
And,
I don't know what I'd
the
do
weather
if it
this
wasn't for
weekend-
these Saturday mornings in the winter.
Yeah, the weather this weekend isn't going to be friendly toward getting us outdoors any sooner. But I think the forecast for the next week or so is looking up. We're getting there.
Well, now a call down into the corner. Danny, did you see that? What happened down there by chance? No, it must have been a push or something. Well, I have to comment. Greaves' decision to go back and goal was probably a good one. I know it doesn't sound very, but he has steadied a bit.
Stopped the bleeding,
Yep,
for
the
sure.
green. He's made some great saves, and the puckouts are at least putting them on the attack. The finishing isn't there, but they have formed. They've put their shape together. It's a pity you have to take a premier scorer like Dave off the board, but I think he realized it was over and it was now time to, make a serious move and try and force them to do that. Try and shoot for points, and you get a turnover there.
Yeah,
Puck
and
out.
we got a slitter to retrieve
Yep,
in that back
yep.
corner over there.
What time have we got? It's 7:23 with 3 minutes to go, so we've got plenty
We
of
got
time to
plenty of time.
run this one out. Oh, Bean wants to.
That may have been a
Oh!
travel, but hey,
That.
ceiling coming up
Yeah,
big.
he's playing in a silo there.
That's right.
Just about.
Kind of knocked down some asbestos.
Yep. That went straight up into the air. But
She went up there and grabbed all the soccer balls that were stocked up
oh, is that?
on Wednesday.
Oh wow, you got a crane to get up there? Or?
Yeah, scissor lift.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you? Next
I've
time
seen
you
that
got a
out
scissor lift in the arena, can you let me know, Danny? I'd like to hang a camera up there or try and see what I can do.
Oh, look at that. That's a great
who
goal
was that?
there. That was Danny Mack.
Jeez.
Adding to his
Yep.
man of the match
Yep.
case,
You
which
know what?
I
Yep.
think he doesn't really need to do much more.
Yep. What I do love about our leagues and our players, no one complains about getting beat. No one says, "Hey, why didn't you take it easy on us?" Because no one wants that.
No.
People really do just don't look at the scoreboard much. They play as hard as if it's a 1-point game or if it's a 40-point game, like in this case.
You get knocked
Look at
down,
Tree.
you get up again. They're never going to
Tamas
keep you down.
Peterson puts it down low. It's saved by Campbell, who hits it over to Cobb. Those two guys have logged a lot of minutes together, and you can tell whenever they get together. A ball over to Zach.
Nice little pickup
And
there by
meanwhile,
Zach.
a guy who's in his infancy of his hurling career is. Oh, look at the
New guys.
newer
Just
guys.
playing a
Great
little-
overlap. I
playing
love
a
it.
little catch
Yep.
and run. I
Yep.
like it.
That video footage brought to you by Camera 4 now. No more dead spots along the boards here.
And
Look at that!
there is Dan
Boy,
McCarthy with another
We should
point.
maybe come up with New Guy Award of the Year or something because he
We
would
could do,
definitely,
like,
he and Zach.
you know how like in hockey they do stars of the game? You have like 3 stars of the game.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay, luckily he dropped it because if he had retained possession, I think Bean had it teed up.
Yeah, he did.
Ball, look at Tree not letting up. Crawford is looking to
Murphy on the
score.
ball trying to find its way,
Saved
trickle
by
its way
Cobb.
to the goal, but Cobb runs it
Yeah.
down with that.
You know, I
with
know
that
we-
legendary speed.
Yep, I know we reward a lot, scoring because it's easy stat to keep, but the points kept off the board by Cobb today have been truly amazing. He hasn't let them even collect the puck outs. All right. Dan McAuliffe, nice little overlap by
Nice
Campbell.
catch by
Campbell's not going to
Campbell.
go for point. He'll take goal. No, it goes wide. The man from Longford can't finish the game with a goal. Instead, it goes to. Hopefully, everyone's taking it easy now because there's only 30 seconds left in a 46-point deficit. Nobody get hurt here. Zach,
Back
swing.
with the swing and the
Swing.
miss.
Yep.
Right.
That's nicely blocked down. It's wide. It's collected by Danny Mack. And, a save by Grieve. Grieve now sends it down. He finds a man. It's like he's done all day. Stephen Cobb with the quicker feet jumps in front. 7 seconds to go. Everybody keep your ankles under you and finish this game without an injury.
Let's see if they can. Let's see
That's
if they can
it.
close this one out. They do.
All right.
86
win
to
there.
40 is our
All right.
final.
Thank you, Danny. Appreciate
Thank
it,
you,
man.
Danny
Good work.
Crawl. Great job with the cameras, helping us out
Yep.
today. Thank you to Ryan Conahan over on the
Yep.
other side.
All the cameras
with the
survived.
scoreboard. And Brady Terry. Thank you.
Well, let's take a
for
look at these
repping a great
stats
game.
here, Craig. Still got some unknown we'll have to clean up on post, but holy cow, Danny
Danny Mack just with a
McAuliffe,
dominating
9-9.
performance. Dave Grieve
Yes.
on the
yes, and then
on
he
the,
stepped back
green
and
side.
yep,
And but a great game
Yep.
by Campbell while he was out there
Yeah.
in the field. He really kept him in it in the first half.
yeah. I truly have to applaud the effort. I'm going to go grab the cameras. You finish up as you like and hit
And
stop
Dan
streaming.
McCarthy with a welcome party and did a great job today. So big win, big second half. We had a great first half, tight first half, but a big second half for Hidden Cave as they pull away in a big way, in a convincing way, and win this one by an 86 to 40 tally. See you all in about 15 minutes at Paul's Neighborhood Bar. Feel free to join us if you can. If you can't, get out there. Get out there for that all-you-can-eat fish fry on Fridays or the prime rib breakfast on Sundays. But get out there and enjoy what Paul's Neighborhood in Middleton has to offer for you. Hidden Cave, another place they played today. Great place for craft cider, and they have some great flavors out there. And really a nice little cozy spot out there here in Middleton as well. So, gonna sign off. I've talked enough. You've heard enough of me. We'll see you at the parade tomorrow. Have a great day. For Bill Jones, Danny Crawl, Craig Wagner here on the Hailstone Broadcast Network, and have a great afternoon and evening and morning and a great weekend from wherever you may be. Cheers.